Namaste, and a very warm welcome, my dear aspiring Java developers. Today, we are going to unravel a super important concept in database management, SQL Joins, and how to use them effectively with Java. Understanding SQL Joins is absolutely crucial for any application that interacts with relational databases, because real-world data is rarely stored in a single table. We often need to combine information from different tables to get a complete picture. In this beginner-friendly tutorial, we will explore what SQL joins are, understand the most common types like inner join and left join, and then dive into practical Java database connectivity, or JDBC, examples to see them in action. By the end of this video, you will have a solid foundation to confidently retrieve and combine data from multiple tables using Java. So, grab your virtual pen and paper, and let us begin this exciting journey. Alright, let us start with the very first type of join, the inner join. Imagine you have to separate lists, perhaps one list of students and another list of courses. An inner join is like finding all the students who are actually enrolled in a course. It only returns the rows that have matching values in both tables. Think of it like the intersection of two sets in mathematics. If a student is not enrolled in any course, or a course has no students, those records will not appear in the result of an inner join. It is all about finding the common ground. On the whiteboard, you can see a simple SQL query demonstrating an inner join. We select the student's name and the course title, joining the students table with the courses table on their common column, which is course_ID. This ensures we only get student-course pairs where a match exists in both tables. Very straightforward, is it not? Now, let us move on to another powerful join type, the left join. While inner join finds common ground, a left join is a bit more inclusive. Imagine our student and course example again. A left join would return all students, regardless of whether they are enrolled in a course or not. If a student is enrolled, you will see their course title. If a student is not enrolled in any course, you will still see their name, but the course title column will show null for that student. So, the left join returns all rows from the left table, and the matching rows from the right table. If there is no match, it returns null for the right table's columns. On the whiteboard, observe the SQL syntax for a left join. You can also infer what a right join would do. It is simply the mirror image, returning all rows from the right table and matching ones from the left. These joins are incredibly useful when you need to ensure all records from one primary table are always included in your results. Excellent! We have understood the core concepts of inner join and left join. Now, let us bring Java into the picture. How do we execute these SQL join queries from our Java applications? This is where Java Database Connectivity, or JDBC, comes in. On the whiteboard, you can see a complete Java program that connects to a database and performs an inner join. First, we establish a connection to our database using drivermanager.getConnection. Then, we create a statement object to execute our SQL query. The execute query method is used for select statements, and it returns a result set. We then iterate through this result set using a while result_set.next loop to fetch each row of the combined data. For each row, we extract the student's name and course title using getString methods. This allows your Java application to dynamically retrieve and process joined data, making your applications robust and data-rich. Notice how we also handle potential SQL exceptions, which is a very important practice for robust database interactions. As beginners, it is natural to make a few mistakes, but understanding them helps us learn faster. Let us look at some common pitfalls and best practices when working with SQL Joins and Java. A very common mistake is forgetting the ON clause in your join statement. Without it, you might end up with a Cartesian product, which means every row from the first table is combined with every row from the second table, leading to a huge, often incorrect, result set. Another mistake is using incorrect column names in your ON clause or select statement, leading to errors. For best practices, always use table aliases to make your queries more readable and shorter. For example, select s.name from students as inner join courses c on s.co or say _id is equal to c.id. Also, always understand your data and the relationship between tables before writing your join queries. In Java, always ensure proper exception handling using try-catch blocks for SQL exceptions, and remember to close your database resources like connection statement and result set to prevent resource leaks. Using Java's try with resources statement, as shown in our example, automatically handles closing these resources for you, which is a great best practice. And there you have it, my friends. We have covered a significant ground today. We started by understanding what SQL joins are and why they are essential for combining related data from different tables. We then dived deep into the inner join, which retrieves only the matching records from both tables, and the left join, which brings all records from the left table along with matching records from the right. Finally, we saw a practical Java database connectivity example demonstrating how to execute these powerful SQL queries from your Java applications, retrieve the results, and process them. We also discussed common mistakes to avoid and important best practices to follow for writing robust and efficient code. Remember, practice is key. Try creating your own simple database tables and experiment with different types of joins. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting Java programming tutorials. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Jai Hind.